We're here at Chatterbox on Mass Avenue. We're here with Dave, the owner, who has beer and wine tastings every last Wednesday of the month. And tonight it's going to be beer.
Yes, absolutely.
Typically it's wines, but tonight it's beers.
Yeah, we alternate monthly. We did actually tequilas in November and scotches in January. So it's always a beverage tasting, we call it, last Wednesdays.
All right. We noticed your hat there. Do you like the Oberon?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Excellent.
Plus it was a free hat. And of course we have Matt Clapesaddle. He's here from World Class Beverages and he does the tasting for us. So
excellent.
So he'll be able to explain to the table and whatever questions they have, hopefully he can answer.
Now, how does this persuade your buying going forward?
Oh, when we do the tasting, there's always a rating sheet at the bottom. And we ask those that are here and sampling the beers to give their preferences. From that we do a tally, and then we usually keep the top 2, 3, or 4 beers for our list. And because we do so frequent a tasting regimen, then we change our list quite a bit.
Can you show us what's on the grill?
Sure, absolutely. In the upper right, all veggie kebabs, and we have a smoked kielbasa here. These are sirloin and veggie kebabs and chicken and veggie kebabs.
Yummy.
And they'll all be ready in about 15, 20 minutes.
You always have food on the thing?
Yes, for the tastings we always do this. These are a grilled item along with the fresh food. We have cheeses and veggies and fruit and fresh bread to go with that, and your 5 different beverages, either wine or beer or whatever.
And how do people find out about it?
Well, it's on the website. It's chatterboxjazz.com, and then those that are on the mailing list get a regular notice that it's up and coming, what's going to be tasted, when they need to RSVP, that kind of thing. And it's always the last Wednesday.
Cool. So we get a little food with our tasting as well. Here it is. A little cheese, little grapes, some bread, apples. Cleanses the palate in between the beers.
This is Kronenberg 1664. This is a French lager. I know the French are known for beer, but they actually do pretty good with this one.
Is it stinky?
Yeah, for a lager, no, not too bad. It's a little bit of perfume actually on it. So,
very nice, French perfume.
Yeah.
So, ooh, he's got the sniff going on. Check out how professional dude is. He's like, he's got the... I don't know what that is. I don't know. I just do like this. Say that again? Camme, what are your thoughts on this beer? Not bad at all. She just summed it up right there.
I think I can finish this. It's that good.
And this is Nancy. Nancy, what do you think? Contemplating?
Not sure.
This is the standby. If all the other beers are bad, she's gonna drink. Spaten Lager, beer number 2. Here we go. It's kind of more watered down than the first one. Initial thoughts?
Yeah. Better than the first.
Better than the first. Camme.
Let's sound a little easier.
A lot of flavor. I like the first one better.
Yeah, I don't like it. There's no flavor.
So consensus at the table. Beer number 1 is currently winning. Yeah. All right. We're 2 beers down. What's next? Brooklyn?
This is Brooklyn Lager out of New York. This is a Vienna lager style, so you're going to get a lot more malt, a little more caramel flavor, a little sweeter for your Oberon fans. A touch more of that.
All right, Matty Mo, we're up first with Brooklyn. A little more color to it.
It's got a nice little bite after.
That was an interesting reaction. Talk about that.
It's got more flavor.
A little bitter?
It's a little bitter. It's got a little bit of an aftertaste.
Some hops going on in there?
Yeah, some hops. But I don't hate it. It just makes me go.
It smells bitter.
Actually, now I like the after.
Oh, you gotta give it a good taste. Give it a good taste. Good swallow. Come on. There you go. That's a beer drunk history.
I like it.
A little cock of the head. She likes it.
I like it.
All right. There you go.
Interesting faces this week.
This one has a lot more character. Yeah. Everything.
Alright, guys ready? We are out of the lager world and back into ales. This is Anchor Liberty. This is their pale ale. Anchor Brewing out of San Francisco.
Cheers. Say it again.
Hate it.
A little bitter. Pale ale side, you say?
It's got quite an aftertaste.
Yeah? Did you get in there?
It's a little bitter, but it's not like too bitter. I like it.
Sweetness and deliciousness.
Alright. It might be my favorite so far.
Brooklyn's my favorite.
It's going to be a toss-up between this one and the Brooklyn.
You just wait. Rogue Warrior is right around the corner.
I'm not going to like the Rogue bitter because it's bitter, like brutal bitter.
If it even says it in the name, you know it's on, right?
But we'll give it a shot. We'll give it its fair due. Matt, tell me about beer number E.
It's got Rogue, Brutal, and Bitter. Don't let the name.
So here we go. There's our Rogue Brutal Bitter.
But it says citrus hoppy flavor.
Also, what we thought was interesting earlier, it's stupendous.
It's stupendous.
And hedonistic. Hedonistic, does that have something to do with donuts? Because I'm interested if it does.
Definitely the biggest beer of the night. It's basically, it's an ESB, but it's hoppy enough to really almost qualify as an IPA.
I think you already lost me at ESB.
Extra special bitter.
I mean, I know what it is, I'm just saying.
Not a fan?
No.
See, I love more bitter the better.
Really?
So, yeah, lots of hops. You gotta love Rogue, the mentality of the brewery, everything that they do, how they do things.
Is that Santana?
And finally,
No, it's probably a really tweaked version of their brewer, John Mayer, who's kind of the image of a lot of their beers.
He's a good guitar player, too.
You'd think, but it's not the same guy.
Oh, different guy?
Different guy.
So.
Last beer of the night, folks. Enjoy it. Thoughts as we run out of battery? Too bitter. No. Camme says no.
Nancy's gonna hate it.
Double thumbs down. So Nance, let's review. Have you liked any of the beers tonight?
Yeah, I really like the Brooklyn Lager.
Brooklyn Lager. So you would order that again?
Yes.
So maybe we'll order you one of those before we leave, just so you can have a satisfying beer experience.
Okay.
So the Rogue, brutal bitter.
I like it.
My only experience with the ESB so far is that Red Hook that they came out with like 10, 15 years ago, whatever that was. And this isn't nearly as bad, but it's still a little more bitter than what I'm going to like. But anyway, this has been the Chatterbox craft beer tasting on May 30th, 2007. We had some good Kielbasas, drank some good beers, and now I'm going to get some closing thoughts from One Daddy Mo.
We were waiting for the first base.
Good times. Where's my beer?
Yeah, we're looking over at third base and having to make the dinner.